Hello viewers, welcome to educators.com. This is Venkatramana Ganji. In the previous session we have discussed about linear layout, and in this session I am going to explain you about relative layout. So here I'll cover what is relative layout, how to position the views depends upon the relationship between siblings and the parent. So what is a relative layout? A relative layout is a view group which represents its children in relative positions. Either that view can be displayed either relate to the siblings or may be relative to the parents. So relative to the siblings will be specified by the ID, so identifier. As just like in our real life, every student or maybe every employee will be given an ID to identify them or maybe for further users. The same way here, so in application design part, I'm going to use the identity, means relative layout is going to use IDs. So here the values like be or maybe the positions will be like left of the particular view or maybe below of your view or to right of, like this we'll discuss in detail. And now maybe relate to the parent. So when you are dealing with related to the parent means it is going to consider your entire physical screen size. So it is going to be center of the screen or maybe bottom of the screen, center in parent, center vertical, like that. So by default all these child views will be drawn at the top left corner of your layout. So now let us see how to position the views related to the parent. So what are the attributes available for us? So here if you have, just look at here, we have lot many attributes for that layout align parent bottom. So which is going to match the bottom of the view and with your bottom of the parent. So the layout parent end, it is going to end, so edge of this particular view will match with the end edge of this particular parent. The same way align parent left, so the start edge or maybe left edge of the view will be matched with the left edge of the parent. Align parent top, the top edge of this view will be matched with the top edge of the parent. The same way here, so many are available like layout center horizontal, so center this child in a horizontal manner, like if you consider this is your entire full screen, so this is center horizontal we call, this is center vertical, and center in parent means exactly center vertical and horizontal. So now let us see the attribute related to the siblings. So just like above or align bottom, align end or start, to left of, to right of, below, something like this. Okay, in the best example is like in our childhood in his classroom. So our class teacher used to arrange our seating, or maybe seating arrangements will be like from, so short people will sit in the front rows and the height people will sit in the back rows. The same way here, according to some identifier will adjust its children. So here we are going to discuss a small example of your login form. So where one edit text to enter username. And I'm keep on taking these examples because everyone will go through this in each and every day of our life. So either you to log in Gmail or maybe Facebook or whatever it is. To understand easily, I'm taking these very basic examples. So here I have two buttons, so username and password. So the password is below the username or username is above the password. There are two buttons, cancel and login button. So the login is like, if you consider the parent, center right, or maybe you can say simply right, align right, or so cancel button is to left of your login button. So now let us see how to create an ID and how to refer them with related to the parent and with related to the siblings. So let's start your Android Studio and create a project. Open your Android Studio, create a new project and name it as relative layout. So the project is building. If you have any doubts how to create a project, go through with our previous videos. So the project has been loaded. Now let's start with one by one. So the first thing is I need an edit text for username, one more edit text for password. So let's create an edit text. In my previous video already I have told you how to create an edit text. So the width I am taking it as match parent, height is going to be wrap content, and already we know there must be hint and input type. At least at one of these particular properties should be there. So give an input type. So that is your text username. You'll find here. So text URI, or maybe you can simply give the text also, it's fine. So input type and give an a hint. So that must be a string resource. So I'm giving the name as user and create one more edit text and create a string called pwd or password, whatever it is. Input type is going to be password or text password. Here it is, text password. So when you create your project, defaultly it is giving with relative layout only, so need not to change anything of your parent view. So go to your strings.xml file and create the corresponding string entries in your strings.xml file. So open editor, create a new keys. So the first one is user, the value is username, and the second one, the key as pwd and the value is password. And come back to this. But if you observe in the diagram completely, so both of the edit text has been overlapped because the default location of the children is like, so top left corner. So I should create an identifier for this. So I'm going to refer that. So first of all, to whatever you would like to refer, create an ID for that. So create an ID, something like when you are taking an admission in a college or in a university, or maybe when you are joining your company for the first time. So you will be allotted with some IDs, employee ID or student ID, something like that. The same way here I am going to create an ID. So if you want to create an ID, the attribute is Android :ID. So at the right plus stands for concatenation. So you are creating an ID for new. So just ID, give this as user ID, user underscore ID, and now you are going to refer this. So means this next edit text must be where the below of that particular first. So just simply layout below is your attribute and refer. As you are referring, there won't be any plus symbol. Remember it, at the right ID, something like if you are giving a mail ID to somebody else, what we refer. So educators at the right gmail.com, educators at the right xyz.com, something like that. Okay. So now immediately if you observe in the preview, the password edit text has been so moved to the below of your first edit text, means user edit text. Now I would like to create so two more buttons for login and cancel. So just open an element. The width is wrap content, height is also wrap content. There must be some label for the button, so which is layout, sorry, it's an Android text. So all this will be your string references. So just create a string reference. So this is for login, save it. So as I did not create any string with the name login, it is throwing an error. Go to translations editor, create a new one. So name it as login and the corresponding value is login, and this create one more for your cancel as well. So come back to your layout file. Now if you observe here in the preview, the button has been moved to the top left corner because the default location for every child is top left corner. So now I would like to place that below your password edit. So did I create any ID for password? No. So now create an ID for this. So at the right place ID, I'm going to take it as pwd underscore edit. So now this button is going to be below your pwd ID. Save this. But I want this button to be right side of the parent. So you can take the parent into consideration, align. So parent end, align parent end. So which is a Boolean type. So true, save this. Automatically that login button has been moved to the right hand side. So this should be used in the latest versions like 17 and above. So please make sure that align parent right. So align parent right is also true. So automatically the error has been resolved. So now I need one more button. So just open an element with the button. So should start with uppercase. Wrap content height is also wrap content I am taking. So there must be some text for the button. So Android text is equals to, so string cancel, and there must be, so where this should be actually to right of or maybe to left of your login button. So just simply to left of. So to end of, to start off, to left of your, so button ID. So but I did not create any ID. So this is how you need to refer every time with an every view. So initially you may feel messy, but once you start creating this, it is very simple to create. At the right ID, I'm going to take it as login, or else you can see btn underscore login, button login. And now this should be to left of your button login. So here comes the scene. If you observe in the preview, that is okay to left of your login button, but where it is completely to the parent to top. So that exactly should be your below of the password text, edit text, and to left of your login button. So immediately use below. Already you know how to use that. So layout below your password ID. So save this, and it is giving us some warning for us like to left off and use to start off as well to support right to left configuration. So button login, sorry, to start off button login. Save this. So now my view has been created. Let us see how it is going to look like in the Android virtual device. So just go to your menu bar and click on run button, or else you can click shift F10. So I'm just simply using the direct button. So the connected device is Nexus 5X. Click on that. It will take few seconds to load onto the virtual device. Please wait until unless it loads. So the application has been launched on the emulator. So I named it as relative layout username. So when I click on username edit, it is opening a normal keyboard. When I click on password also, it will open normal, but when you type something, it will be converted into dots because I said the input type was text password. Now I have these buttons, but apart from this, we have seen some other properties also like center in parent, center vertical, some, right? So let us have a look at into those attributes or those properties for a few seconds. I'm creating one more small button just to observe all remaining properties. So create a button, width as wrap content, height is also wrap content I am taking. So there must be some label for the text. So sorry, for the button, I'm just taking it as an application name so that it would be easy for us to understand. You just have a look at in the preview mode. The default it has been placed to the top left corner. Now, so apply some of our parent related attributes. Okay, if you don't remember, just simply control space will give you the annotations or documentation. So align parent bottom. So just set it as true. So when you set it as true, automatically it will move to the bottom of the screen. If you see here, the relative layout button has been moved to the bottom of the screen. And I'll change something. Okay, assume that, okay, I kept that as usual and I'm trying to add one more related to the parent. So automatically it will throw some error to us. So align parent left, align parent right. So you already know how does it looks like. Let me take center in parent now. So center in parent, so the value as true. Save this. So automatically it is there at the center of the screen, but align with the bottom. Okay, align bottom, center in parent. So if you remove this align parent bottom, automatically it will go to the center of the screen, means center vertical and center horizontal. Already I have given the enough properties in your layout, gravity concept and gravity also. Okay, so just go through that and see how the viewers are going to change. So this is all about your relative layout. So thanks for watching educators.com. Let's catch up in the next session.